Okay. Mouse is back. Welcome back, Mouse. I wonder, when does the merchant hero come back? Refresh. Oh, you can click a button to refresh the goods next run. Oh. Oh, I like that. It's like it'll randomly change every run you'd go, but only if you want it to. If there's something cool and you don't have enough money for it, you can leave it there. I like that.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's clever. I like that. Plus 50% slow for 1 second to all damaging weapon attacks.
Yeah, I'm looking at stuff that I can make. There's a sweet lifesteal axe. It's like, oh, go in that direction would be lovely.
Is it down? Are you looking down at the legendaries, or?
Yeah, I'm starting to look at the build paths to see, like, hey, what can I make? What is actually worth investing my materials on? Because otherwise it's just going to be a lot of waste.
Let's see. Ooh, oh, if I get one more a Thuri crystal, I can totally make
check
this
quartermaster bounties.
Oh, yeah.
You might have some.
Good call. Yeah, you're right. Oh, hell yeah. I can make a blue dagger or a blue sword.
Nice.
Ooh. Crit damage, 40% crit damage, 60% skill damage. It seems nice.
What are some of the really high-end things? Oh, wow. There's a legendary trinket. When you kill an enemy, it just explodes.
Kaboom. I like that. Oh, weird. I for some reason I thought the epic dagger would require the rare dagger to make, but no, that's not how it works, I guess. Huh. Well, okay. I guess I like that, because then I don't, if by getting the rare stuff, you're not locking yourself into a path that you have to stick on 12 years down the line. I like that. Who you gonna be next time?
I'm mildly distracted. Let's see. I just wanted to see if there are any particularly good weapons to kind of build for, and the answer is yes, but I'm lacking the materials to get there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Would it be worth getting a better shield right now, though? Signs point to yes. There are only 2 shields?
It seems like maybe.
Yeah, there's really only 2 shields. Okay, so what does Horn Rush require?
There's like a little more aggressive one and a little more defensive one, it just seems like.
So I need one more Aetheric crystal and I'll get a really good shield.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll just keep Melborsing it up. Let's see. Do I want to give him a slightly better weapon, though?
Sun's tongue. Let's all taste the lick of its edge. Why is that the description?
Lick the sword.
Lick the sword. Let's all lick the sword. Sword licking cult. There's already a cattle licker. Why not? Oops. Oop. All right.
Excellent.
I think I'm just about good to go.
Okay. Just seeing. Don't worry. I'm also looking
Just
around.
aimlessly looking at the crafting, being like, "What can I make?
Yeah, I was
What can I
definitely
do
doing.
to
I was
eke out
definitely
just a
doing
little
that.
bit more strength?"
Yeah, how to hit slightly harder, but just a little.
Good.
Okay. Good. This. Oh, TEK'KA is definitely like an absolute hero. I love this man.
He's so good. That gravity orb.
It's worth building a character. It's worth building a game around. It's so fun.
Yeah.
In the future, when somebody asks me, "Hey, is Blightbound worth getting?" I'll be like, "Yeah, TEK'KA's orb is really good."
I was kind of thinking that earlier when when Vlad was asking in chat, like, "Hey, Wander, is Darksburg any good?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's good." But some part of me was like, I kind of wanted to just say, but get. We should actually go for the easy one, answering the call. Maybe.
Here, which one? Just the one you're on right there?
Yeah, unless you've got a better one, because I'm noticing that one has 3 objectives to work towards.
It's got 3 objectives that I have to work towards too. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was kind of tempted to just say, I mean, Darksburg's good, but Blightbound.
But Blightbound. Yeah, I definitely, like, that happens a lot, where, like, people come into my Discord asking for roguelike recommendations all the time. And and it's, a lot of times it's like, should I get this game or this game? And, like, a lot of time I'm like, but what about completely unrelated third option? What do you think about, oh.
That is just better.
Yeah, I'm like,
how do you feel about Dicey Dungeons? I wanted to know if Gungeon was good.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, that might be a bit of a false equivalency with you, but
yeah. I mean, I love both those games. Oh.
Ow.
Whoop. Yeah. Circle. Boom. Okay. Me too.
The hell?
Gotcha.
Why me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've seen you get gotten by that once.
I think I was once, but I just, like, immediately popped out of it. I don't know why. But what games do you have, like, especially, are there ones where you often find yourself recommending it a lot? Like, not even just, like, a good game, just one that is really easy to recommend?
Chroma Squad. I will always recommend it as one of the most hype games that no one has ever heard of.
I've definitely heard of it, but not.
Yeah.
I've not played a lot. Worth going back to?
Maybe it's one of those where it's like, what if you turned Power Rangers into a game, but the plot wasn't just garbage?
Yeah.
And I just remember the last, like, 2 hours of it was just such a good culmination of all of the wild shit that had happened the whole game.
Yeah.
That the payoff was there. I guess, speaking of payoff and so on and so forth. Wow, there's a lot of enemies.
Whoa! Wow, there were a lot of enemies.
There were.
Yeah.
I'm definitely liking easy mode for a little while.
It's a nice relax. It's a nice, and it's cool to see that there's totally a valid reason to come and do it too. For our quest to get the crystals, because that does seem like a bottleneck for me right now, is getting those crystals from the quests.
Yep.
But enlighten me. Chroma Squad, is it a turn-based game? I can't even remember what genre it is.
It's like it's a tactical turn-based RPG.
Is it like a squad type turn-based RPG, like a Fire Emblem or something?
I would say maybe a little closer to Final Fantasy Tactics than Fire Emblem.
Okay.
But only so much. Like, you really don't have a whole lot of character customization.
Yeah.
And like, at first, it straight up kind of markets itself as this, like, B-lister, doofy, like, almost Sentai show simulator where you're, like, putting together the scripts.
Yeah.
And, like, you're running a show. And then by the end of it, it's like, but actually the bad guys are real. And, like, suddenly you and your group of just, like, absolute nobodies have to strap on your duct tape armor and deal with this because no one else is capable. Did we break him? Okay, there we go.
Only a little. I always, there's something fun about that, about a game that's like, look how not serious the situation is, but then then the underdogs have to not only overcome the enemies, but how seriously the game takes itself,
Yep. And it was still ridiculous in, like, a perfect Power Ranger sense, but it was kind of like if you took a season of Power Rangers and instead of, like, the standard Power Rangers, it was just Bulk and Skull. I think that's their names.
I wouldn't know.
And no Zordon, no anybody else. It's just Bulk and Skull in 2 dumb outfits, and they have to go take on whatever. It's been a long time since I've seen any Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's been so long for me that I do not remember. I don't remember anything. I've definitely watched it, but I don't remember anything at all.
I only vaguely remember it because I only ever watched the movie like the first movie over and over again. Because, like, I lived up in, I spent the first, I guess the second 4 years of my childhood, from 4 to 8, which I feel like is a very formative time for a kid's life, on, like, what kind of media they consume.
Yeah.
And we're up in the mountains of New Mexico, which gets bupkis for television.
Yeah.
So we had PBS, because I don't think anywhere in the U.S. doesn't get PBS, which is good. And then we had computer games.
Yeah. Here, I'm trying to get into you. This Tris, what are you doing? Yeah. Oh boy. But you'd say maybe worth going back to in current day?
Power Rangers? Heck
No.
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 Game,
Chroma
though.
Squad.
Maybe. I'm torn on this one. It'd be worth going back to see if it's actually as good as my memories.
Yeah. When did you play it? What year did you play it? The year it came out or something?
Gosh, 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So 2015. You have to shoot yeah.
There we go. Oh. Oh boy.
Oh, she's still dead. Oh no, she's
Nope.
not dead. She's just done.
Now she's dead.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. Tris, you wanna thank you. Don't stand in the lasers.
I do not have any heals for you guys.
I guess the other one I would probably recommend would be like Dragon Quest Builders, just because that is such a unique product.
Yeah, let's see. Where does it rank on the whole grindometer? Is it a very grindy?
Very?
Not very. Okay.
So yeah. All of the grind that you do is just kind of through natural exploration, so it
Okay.
never feels terribly grindy. And so it's kind of like if you took Minecraft and gave it a proper story mode that was
okay.
like a ridiculous JRPG.
Okay. Tough Pinata. Is it?
That is his name. I wasn't even paying attention. It's like, what's with the gold? Oh, yeah.
He's they all have modifiers, and I guess apparently they can be really good ones. I think we got a dream combo because I think tough just means he has a lot of health, and Pinata means every time we hit him, he's gold. Drops gold.
Hell yeah.
I think that was
We've made
amazing.
5,000 gold from this round alone.
Wow. Oh.
So what was the first probably computer game you ever played, or did you actually start with consoles?
See, this is the kind of question that I really feel like I should know the answer to, but I can always say the ones that were formative, like the first ones that were actually formative, were kind of like just Pokemon Yellow was probably the most formative one, where I was like, I'm playing this and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna continue to play this. Like, I like video games because of this. That Diablo, the original Diablo.
Yeah.
Weird combo, but yeah, the original Pokemon Yellow, the original Diablo. One of my first, I don't know, what else? Star Wars Pod Racer. You know, the three classics.
I never played that outside of a Target, and I remember when that was like available, like because Target would have those like demo consoles that you could play. I guess they still do. I haven't been in a Target in a couple of years, but
yeah.
Well, no, actually, Target was the last business I walked inside before lockdown. Yeah. Oh, it's the smoker again.
Whoa! That is probably one of the most satisfying visual things.
They disappeared.
Yeah.
Dang.
Absorb them in and then they're gone.
I just remember with Pod Racer,
Yeah.
every time I go into a Target, they would have one of them, and somebody would be playing it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they would never stop
Never
playing
stop.
it
Yep.
the entire time I was inside that Target. So I'd always like stand awkwardly behind some kid
Mm-hmm. I
playing
know that
episode
feeling.
1 Pod Racer and being like, "Can I have a turn?" No.
No.
And then I'd leave and come back, and I'd be like within the same aisle, and without even like a noise, they'd be replaced by the next kid who would never give me a turn.
100%. I know this feeling so well. Yeah, I remember. I definitely there was a time where McDonald's had like the
they still
GameCube.
do sometimes.
Really? I've not seen one. I've seen like maybe like an empty one, but I've never seen one that actually was still functional. That had like the working
weird part
GameCube.
Is, the last one I saw, I think, is near you. I'd have to figure it out on the map. But we were visiting relatives, and we stopped at a McDonald's, and just...
I have, like, an exact visual of one in mind, and I wonder if it's the one that's still has it. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But...
at some point, I will bug you about, like, vaguely what direction you're in.
Yeah.
So we can put an overlap on, do we have any shared... I mean, I'm sure Camp Snoopy is somewhere in the shared lexicon.
Of course. Of course. I mean, I've been multiple places here too, so I'm sure that there's been some overlap.
How are your feelings on Camp Snoopy being replaced with Camp Nickelodeon? This is such a Minnesota thing that I'm sure most people are like, what the hell?
I'm disappointed by it. But
yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I've only ever gone once or twice when it's been Camp Nickelodeon or Nickelodeon Universe, right? I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, I think when it's been...
I only went once after the switch. I mean, it switched over when we were pretty old, so go figure.
Shock awe. But I don't know. Yeah, I think there was something there's something kind of nice about, like, while it was Camp Snoopy, it's not all the stuff was necessarily Peanuts themed. So it was kind of
there was like a little bit here and there.
Like there was like this haunted mansion,
kind of a wooden roller coaster.
Yeah, like it was all just nondescript, kind of just theme parky stuff, and I liked that instead of everything being, this is Danny Phantom's log plume, you know.
Yep.
Like I liked that. I liked that aspect of it because it made it feel like a special Minnesota thing.
Yeah.
More so.
And now it just feels very commercial.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, am I right, Minnesotans?
Probably.
Tris, get out. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I hadn't. It's hard for me to give a legit answer when I went like once or twice. But I'm gonna say that I'm definitely right. I don't know. I never get worked up about stuff enough to, like, vehemently argue on the internet ever in my life. I don't think has ever happened. I don't know.
I think I get vehemently about, like, I guess my job and the validity of it. Gosh,
yeah, that's like the one time I think I've ever, like, you know, defended something.
Yeah.
Is that. McLord.
Because it always drives me up the wall when somebody's like, get a real job. And I'm just like, this is a real job.
Yeah. I don't
know what world you're in, but this is like a legitimate business.
Yeah. I have had to, like, quite a few very different jobs, and I have never had to try nearly as hard to keep a job than I've had to for this. There's been jobs where I've, like, I mean, you know, I don't have to worry about what they think now. There's been times where I, like, legitimately just played video games, and it just didn't matter. It just didn't matter because nobody would ever possibly care, and I wouldn't get fired because they would just, you need to be, like, they need a body. They just need a body. They don't care, and it's like,
what? Holy crap.
What?
I got a legendary sword?
You got a legendary sword?
Yeah, called Friendship. Yep.
I got two legendary really Blight crystals. Ooh. I bet you that's used to make legendaries. I mean, I didn't get a legendary like somebody else, but, you know, that's something. Huh.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I know why I got it.
Why? The luck?
I completed Malboris's story.
You completed Malboris's story? What is that?
Yeah. So if you look at if you look at each character, they have goals effectively. So Malboris is just complete 5 games together with friends, which haha solo players you'll never get this.
Yeah.
But I think for doing so you get a free legendary.
Huh. Reads over the recipe for I have to make Blightbane. Now to scroll through literally everything to figure out which one is Blightbane. Oh boy. You wouldn't happen to know what Blightbane is.
What's everybody else have? Find Blood Slick, combine it with Rain Slick. So that's craft a thing.
Craft a thing.
Collect money. Serene, you know what you want.
I like cash.
Triss is lifesteal. Desert Mouse is tourism.
Okay.
Chorus is recruit more mages. And TEK'KA is craft Blightbane.
Yep. What the hell? I have to make a legendary staff
to get the
move-
legendary staff. Clearly you should just play
Oh man.
as Malboris. Just pure friendship.
Yeah. My guess is maybe like the base characters are like easier.
The easy ones ish.
Yeah. Wow. Lifesteal 500,000 hit points from enemies. Visit 5 locations? How have I not visited one location as Desert Mouse? That seems so. What are you?
Maybe
what are you talking
we have
about?
to win a run.
Yeah,
that might be the
that
limitation.
could be it. Wow, Mouse is a bad luck charm. I can't believe I've never. All right. Well, who are you? Who do you want to play as then? If you're down for another.
One more.
One more.
Let's see. I think we got one more.
I'm down for
It's
one more.
mostly determined by you.
I'm down for one more. Who you want to be?
Well, if I've completed Malboris's, let's see. Yeah, why don't you work on Malboris just so you can have that?
Seems like that's the smart one to start with.
Let's see. What was Scarlet's? Oh, that's crafting. I guess I'll give Triss a shot. But
Yeah.
first, let me yoink weapons off of
Yeah. That's
Mouse.
that's the one thing is I wish it was like smoother to just transfer stuff between characters of the same class. Just like if you had like a set that you could just click a button and it'd be on them. I think that'd be neat. Oh.
Okay. Do I want to give myself more lifesteal? Probably not. That would be silly. I'll just go HP so I don't die.
Yeah. Fair enough. Let's see who Malboris. I really desperately I'm so curious what the other tanks, the other
Tank
warriors.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we have 2 mages. 4 assassins.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm a little disappointed that most of them only have like 1 or 2 skill differences. It'd actually be really cool if you unlocked all the characters. Like once you unlocked all the characters, you just get you'd just be able to switch all the skills out or something.
Yeah. That would be neat. That'd be neat. Or if you could just like make a custom character. Where do you want to go?
Oh, now I got region rewards.
Let's see. For whom the bell tolls. It's got 3 for me. What is this? The Blood Ridge has 3 for me. Oh, wait, there's 2 different Blood Ridge. Oh, basically all of them have 3 for me.
You pick, because I've only got 1.
Okay.
Which is defeat blighted convicts. And that's it.
Okay. Which ones have that? All of them?
All of them.
Okay, that'll do it. Let's go with the normal one then. This has 3 things for me.
Works for me.
I'm sure that like I'm seeing definite ease of making this game feel way more deep by just like adding more maps and everything like that.
Yeah.
Because we are seeing like some duplicates of these maps pretty frequently. We could
Yeah,
probably
we've already done this one twice today and once last time.
Yeah, we could probably rectify that a bit by actually trying to go to some of the different ones. Because like I'm not keeping that in mind. And I'm sure there's a couple I bet you there's one or two we have not been to.
Yeah, we've been mostly determining this based on difficulty and nothing else.
Yeah.
But also, to some degree, if we didn't play this, like, maybe we'll do like 1 or 2 more weeks with the third person just to have that done.
Yeah.
And then after that, if we just throw it on the back burner and just sort of like, hey, it's Friday, we only have 3 people for co-op day, let's do Blightbound.
Yeah.
And then switch that out with a bunch of other games, I don't think I would ever mind the lack of map variety.
Yeah, no, it's... I just ulted. Yeah, just for like a party sense. Oh my god, sorry, my attack is so big that I can't only hit one.
Yeah, I was like, what is...
It was just so large.
Oh, the torches in the back.
Yeah,
Were the
yeah.
I was trying to find the clue, but I couldn't.
Yeah. So I've just been doing that puzzle for us. Oh.
Because, yeah, I was too big to properly do it myself.
Yeah. Woo. But
I've definitely got the lifesteal down.
Yeah. You're the which one are you? Which
Triss.
assassin? Triss.
Which is the lifesteal one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she seemed neat. Despite the amount of times I've been assassin, I've not been her. I've just died as mouse a bunch of times or played Scarlet. Boop. Yeah, you very quickly do feel like your class, and I like that. You definitely feel like a defender as this character, and just the shield. It's very clever implementations of creating active gameplay in those roles that are very. It's very easy for them to become complacent, little boring roles.
Yeah.
Tanks and healers, like they're. I don't know. Like, I don't know which one I think is the most fun. And it's fun that it's not just... It's the DPS! The DPS is the most fun.
I always hated that. The tanks and healers were either very thankless or very boring.
Yeah, or both.
And there was not a whole lot of, like, good middle ground, except for easy mode dungeons.
Yeah.
And then DPS could just no-brain through.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Like, the benefit is literally just the queue time. Or whatever.
Yep.
And that's it. Sometimes that's enough, but it's nice if you're gonna like invest a lot of hours into a character if they're like moderately interesting.
Yep.
And I think that I don't know. Have you played the Final Fantasy MMO at all?
Yes, How is
it?
I've been playing it off and on for the last couple months. I properly bought it for Christmas, played it for like 3 days, and then said, I don't know, maybe I just want to play WoW. And then didn't go back to WoW and played more Final Fantasy. And it's very much like, as a person that was looking for a solo experience, I think it offers better. As a multiplayer experience, I don't know yet.
Okay.
Because I haven't done any of the multiplayer anything.
Does it have like more... Not that it's a hard ask, does it have like a more active kind of combat, or is it kind of your cookie cutter, press 1, 1, 2, 3, 4?
It's slightly more active.
Slightly
but it's
more
like,
active?
It's active in the same way that rogue combo points were active, as opposed to just like... At least currently, that was my experience.
Yeah, like maybe you'll crit and you'll gain 2 points instead so you can activate this skill earlier or whatever. Something like that.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit better than that, but again, I'm not a high expert on this game. I've played... I've played... I mean, I guess I've played like halfway through the leveling so far, but that's... According to most people, that's not even the game yet, so...
Yeah?
I don't like that entry fee, to some degree.
Yeah,
The concept of, like, you have to play through X number of hours of game to get to actual game.
Yeah. You gotta put in the work if you want to have the fun with this game that you paid for and are paying a monthly subscription for.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's so many scummy things about like the MMO practice or just suboptimal things that are clearly just there to keep subscriptions, everything like that, and yet I can't keep myself away from the concept. My favorite pastime is just finding MMOs and looking at their websites to see all the different classes and races. And pretending, like, what would I be if I played this game I'm never going to play? Or finding my main in a MOBA that I'll never play.
I think we spent more time doing that for WildStar than we actually played in WildStar.
Yeah. Sounds about right. But I'm fascinated by movesets for MOBA characters. I've always just found it really interesting. So I just like to find one. Like I watch all of the champion spotlights for League of Legends and Smite, even though I do not play them. I watch all of the champion spotlights, or for Dota whenever every 5 years when a Dota 2 character comes out. And like,
is it that glacial for Dota?
It's really uncommon. Really, it's very infrequent. They'll typically release two. Like the way they've been doing it is, they'll wait like a year and then they'll release two at the same time, and they kind of and they kind of balance each other out in a way. Like they have certain strengths typically, or weaknesses against each other, in a way. So they're like introducing a character and maybe a way to handle them in a way. So it's an interesting way to do it. And also, it's probably good because then it's not just 2 weeks of everybody playing only one character. It's 2 weeks of everybody playing two characters.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's clever, I think. But yeah, I'll go through and I'll watch like all the spotlights. I'll find a new one and I'll watch all the spotlights. Paladins, I did that recently. just to see, like, how unique are your character designs or moveset designs?
I'm just waiting for the day somebody makes an MMO that isn't an MMO and is like, it plays kind of Dark Souls-y. 4 players, kind of, here's your dungeon, go crawling, and then maybe a world to explore.
That's what I thought
Genshin Impact was going to be.
Oh, okay.
But Genshin Impact's like open world exploration is, and your friends can come in and steal your chests.
No.
They never respawn. What?
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
See, what you're describing is what I was hoping Necropolis was.
Yes! Oh, man. Necropolis is, I think, my biggest disappointment ever in terms of, like, gaming and this channel.
Yeah. I thought it was, my radar was going off big time on it slapping. Like, I thought it was going to be amazing. And I don't think I've been more incorrect in my my
and like the
how
sad
good it'd
thing
be
is,
meter.
it probably wouldn't have even taken them too much to fix it up. But no, they got the license to do BattleTech, and out goes Necropolis. Probably also it's really hard to dig yourself out of the hole.
Yeah. I just realized something about Skull. You can immediately get all 3 of your block charges up just by standing by it. That is really nice.
The other thing is the Skull does not have HP, so there's no point in hitting it. You just have to run out the clock.
Yeah. I kind of wish it had HP, but then I guess it's just an enemy. Never mind, I take it back. I like it.
The big rub from my perspective with Necropolis is that I know one of the lead producers for that game. We went to college together. And so, like, I literally have not talked to him since Necropolis came out.
Oh. Because of Necropolis, or coincidentally?
A bit of both, probably.
It's not helping.
But, like, yeah. But there was just kind of that, like, unspoken, he knew I was mad, and then we just haven't gotten back to talk. There were a lot of other reasons why we stopped talking. He was a massive alcoholic for a while.
Oh boy.
And like, yeah.
Oh.
I think he was, well past that by the time he actually started working there. But I know in college he was one of the guys that would drink more, and I am one of the guys that never drank. So it was just like,
Yeah.
well,
I can.
I'll see you when we can hang out and talk about other things.
Yeah. I
And
can
then we graduated.
probably count on two hands the amount of times I have had drinks. I'm just not. It's this. I always say the same thing I told the Orbital like this a week ago is alcohol is like anime to me. I just, I could probably get into it, but I don't. I already get my calories from other places, and I'm already having a hard time. So it's like, I don't need to like it. My life's going
Yeah.
just fine not liking it.
I drink very occasionally as more of like a, hey, this is something I literally cannot have anywhere else.
Yeah.
So let's try mead.
Yeah.
Or
No,
we're
I would.
doing
Yeah.
mulled wine.
That interests me more for sure.
But
Like,
no, just buying a giant bottle of the cheapest wine possible. Ugh. I did study abroad in Croatia. I'm sure I've told you that I've done it, but I always have to preface it that way anyway. But we were in the bottom apartment. The top apartment was the hospitality students, the people that work, hotels and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And every night, like clockwork, they would buy a 2-liter bottle of wine each and guzzle it and pass out. And I was always just sitting there
boy.
being like, why?
Yeah. Just like, for fun, question mark. For fun, question mark. I don't know.
I think it
there's-
just boils down to not having anything else to do.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We were really
It's an
big into-
activity. It's
Yeah.
a drink that's an activity. That's dangerous. Like, inherently. Like, for calories even, if nothing else.
Yep. I think I lost 30 pounds on that trip.
Yeah, it
I
makes
was
sense.
very happy about that. And gained it all back as soon as I got back to the US.
Yeah. Oh. Oh boy.
Have you been keeping up with Ring Fit? Seeing as you had mentioned you got that, or not really?
It's very much on the very top of my. I genuinely do want to get back to it after like
But
my
it's
whole
just hard
move.
enough?
Yeah, it's more just like I don't have my office isn't set up in the house yet because it feels like there's almost no point to because there's nothing
Yeah.
that I have that matters right now there. So it's like I don't know why build up an empty office when I don't know when I'm gonna get to use it. So I just kind of like
Oh
just
no,
don't.
TEK'KA bot.
Oh no, TEK'KA bot. So I kind of just that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. Is I want to set up my stuff so that it makes sense. I'm just going on walks. It's just all
That
of
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah. 'Cause-
We cannot go on walks around here very easily.
Yeah.
Too many neighbors, and also way too much dog poop. Like we were, we dropped off our votes yesterday. Ow!
Oh no! No.
It's
What?
okay. TEK'KA
TEK'KA
bot's got us.
bot!
I'm sorry for besmirching your honor, TEK'KA bot. You still suck. Why is he not picking you up?
What a
He's just
piece of
standing
trash! This is wow. I'm not even the one who made fun of you, TEK'KA bot. Wow.
there. And everybody in Survivalist says no. Don't abuse the bots. They're helpful.
Yeah. Wow. Let's see. What did I thought I saw a legendary or something. No.
They're kind of the
Nope.
same color as green, so I wouldn't be surprised if you just
Oh.
saw that.
No, I saw something that was gold. I guess it was just this Embers token. All right.
Ah.
Well, that's that. I don't know. This game has a lot of things that I like, and I think it could be really good
But I'm better.
if they polish off the weird edges. It could be a good like Castle Crashery romp.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know.